So it's been forever since I did a video, and this is literally the only harvest footage I got, which is picking beans here. We've never done it before. This was the first year we've harvested soybeans ever. We had 46 acres to try out. So this video is actually filmed on September 30th. That's when we started combining. Now, you might see in the video, you'll see a little bit of green leaves on the beans yet. But they were actually testing right around 12.5% moisture this day. So, honestly, about perfect. We got that 918F we got last winter running on the combine. And the beans did pretty good. But this is the first time the ground ever had beans. Imagine if it rained, what it could have done. That'd been amazing. They actually did get tangled up a little bit. I don't know if you can tell in the video. Not so much this strip, but the other strip on the bottom of the hill. Kind of got windy, and they got tangled up. So, is what it is. But, anyway, otherwise, I didn't get any, like, regular footage that I remember. I'll have to look. If I did, it'll be at the end of the video here, but this was with my old phone. I had it then, and my microphone died like literally like 2 days before this. So even if I did film, there's like no sound out of my phone, just camera. And then I finally did get a new phone, and then I just got busy. And honestly, I really just didn't care. Wow, we're missing some beans there. That's impressive right there. This is literally, as I'm filming this, over a month and a half ago when this happened. But we are completely done with harvest. We did all the corn beans. We did all the tillage, all the manures hauled. We actually put a little bit of anhydrous on this fall, which we really never do. And we're done. Well ahead of schedule. Before any other year, we're well done. The weather was good. The crops were, man, it was really good where it was really good. And it was bad where it was bad. I'll put it that way. I combined some of the worst and some of the best corn I ever did in the same year. It all depended on the ground. Like if you had the light ground or the rocky spots, there was like nothing there. But you get to the good ground, you wouldn't even know it was a drought. It's all I can say is what would have it done if we could have got 2, 3, 4 more rains from just the whole summer? It would have been crazy. But evidently you don't need much rain to make crops, but you still need some. Was no bumper by any means, but is decent for the circumstances, I guess. But yeah, the combine ran good this year. I looked it over before we started, and I'm actually looking it over already again. I just needed a few things. I need to wrap that up so we can get it all tucked away in the shed for the winter, and it'll be all ready to go for next year. But yeah, that last field I did of beans, I don't know if it got tough or the sickles got dull or what. It just didn't seem to cut very well. I need to look into that before next year. Maybe I just got tough. I mean, the sun was still up, but it was the last strip of the day. It was probably an hour and a half before sunset. And the second I went to this strip on the bottom of the hill, it just did not cut. But this is the second one we cutted. The start of day 2. We kind of messed around the first day, but yeah, the grain cart did work good this fall. I have no footage of it, but I got a J&M 525. That works slick. Now, the funny part when we did this beans, we did a little bit on Saturday, and we brought 2 loads up to town because we just sold it right out of the field, got rid of it. And then the second day, we wanted to get all the beans done. It was a Sunday, which I think this was when it was filmed. I think I filmed this on a Sunday, which might have been October 1st, actually. But anyway, we had R3 gravity boxes, which is a Brent 540 and 2 Parker 5250s, plumb full. We had my grain cart, J&M 525 with wood extensions, plumb full. We had a neighbor's gravity box plumb full, another neighbor's gravity box plumb full, and I had the combine hopper. Literally, I had like a pass left, which in beans really isn't that much, I guess. But pass left, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna overfill. So I literally crawled in the grain tank, and I kind of sloshed it around a little bit, and I combined the last little bit. Once I got to the end of the row, I just parked the combine, let her cool, and shut it off. Because if you would have hit the tiniest little bump, that it was just gonna fling right over the top. So I just parked it. But literally, it was 2 days of combining in the afternoon, and we were done with beans. We combined all the beans before we even thought about corn, and you can see the corn. That corn right there was literally that was corn on sod ground. That was probably the best corn we picked this year. DeKalb corn. That was pretty impressive stuff. But you go 10 miles away, and then we had some bad stuff. It was really dependent on the ground this year, but yeah. But these stubble strips out here of beans, Dad literally put in hydroson today, which I'm talking on November 16th. So, yeah, this was literally a month and a half ago. But I didn't film anything combining or tillage or nothing. I just didn't do it. But wow, we've already been talking for 6.5 minutes. Don't even feel like that long. But beans did good, so we're gonna plant some more next year. I don't know if we're gonna do quite 50, just the kind of the way the rotation would work on the farm. But yeah, you can see all them green leaves, but it was dry. We didn't get docked at all for moisture. But good old 9500. The only thing about this, some people say, oh, you need a longer or a wider head. I almost think 18 feet's too wide when you're on the contours, because this combine doesn't have a contour master. So when you get on the hills, you're leaving like 6-8 inches of stubble, and you almost got to combine 6 rows of beans because it does a better job than 7. And yeah, the head will do 7 rows, but when you get to the steeper, more uneven spots, you might as well just do 6, because it just you need the contour master, I guess is what I'm saying. But if you're on the flat land, you could get away with the 25 footer on a 9500, I'm sure. But wow, we're almost done. Anyway, I did make some shirts. They'll be popped up on the screen right now. But the BTOs, big time operators or whatever, well, when you got a 9500, you're an STO. So I come up with this in my head, and I helped make the design. I got a green version, which is literally this 9500 with the corn head. Or I got a red version for everybody who has red combines. It's a 2166. And it just says STO, small time operator. So if you're interested in one of these, if you think it looks cool, I personally have some, and all my friends wanted some, so they can have some now too. I got a link in my bio. You can check them out, see what you think. But yeah, they did pretty good. I think they look cool, I guess. But anyway, my footage just ran out, so it's probably just going to be a picture of a shirt right now when I get it edited together. But see you next year, maybe? Who knows when I'll make another one.